Tina runs into the office excitedly and says, brother, look, our house has been demolished. We received 1 million yesterday and it's all for you. Seeing the money, Jack looks surprised and says, oh Tina, shouldn't the demolition money have gone to Mom? Why did you give it to me? Tina politely replies, Mom said the three of us siblings should divide it among ourselves. I thought you're the eldest brother, so you should keep it. Jack refuses and says, I don't want this money. Let's give it to Linda instead. He already works at my company. Her salary is good and I don't really need it. Tina agrees and says, all right, let's give it to her. Then Jack adds, but before that, I want to show you something interesting. I want to test her. Saying this, he picks up the money and hides it under the table. Tina looks surprised and asks, what kind of test? Just then, Linda walks in happily and says, brother, you called me so quickly. What's the good news? Jack politely says, oh, you're here. Sit down, sit down. Linda steps forward and says excitedly, brother, hurry up and tell me what's going on. I'm really excited. Jack then asks Linda, first tell me this. How have I treated you over the years? Linda praises him and says, brother, what can I even say about you? You've been so good to us. If you hadn't brought us out of the village and helped us start a business, my husband and I would still be raising animals back there. Tina jumps in and adds, yes, sister, and that 300,000 debt you had, brother was the one who paid it off, right? Today you have a house, a car, and all your savings are because of him. Never forget his kindness. Linda smiles and says, little sister, what are you saying? How could I ever forget? Brother is the closest person to me in this world. Jack, feeling pleased, says, hearing that gives me peace of mind. Actually, I called you here for something. Linda responds in a warm tone, oh, brother, what are you saying? Forget one thing. Even if there were 100 things I wouldn't refuse, Jack explains. So here's the situation. I invested in a factory, but there's been a funding issue, so I'm in a tough spot. I need some money. I'd like to borrow some from you. Don't worry, I'll pay you back with interest, doubled. Linda makes an excuse and says, brother, in principle, I should help you, but you know what my husband is like. He just bought a car for 2 million last month, and we also have a home loan. If I give you money, it'll create problems in my in-laws' home. But don't worry, I do have a little cash. She takes out some money from her bag, pulls out a few bills, hands them to Jack, and says, here, take this. Get yourself something to eat. I have to go. I've got work to do. She gets up to leave. Jack shouts, wait a minute. Now you're turning your back on me, aren't you? Today you have a car, a house, and a business, all because of me. And now in my difficult time you're leaving me? Linda arrogantly replies, did you ask me before investing in your company? At that moment the secretary rushes in and says, boss. Jack asks, what is it? The secretary smiles and says, boss, I have good news for you. Jack responds, is it about the demolition? I already know. Linda looks confused and says, demolition? What demolition? The secretary quickly says, the demolition of your old house. Didn't you know? Tina says in surprise, no, I didn't know. Then where is the money? Hurry up and divide it. Jack then takes the money out from under the table and says, this is the money from the house demolition. Originally I thought we'd keep 200,000 for Mom's expenses and give the remaining 800,000 to you. But after seeing your attitude, you won't get a single cent. Now leave. Friends, how did you like this story? Be sure to share your opinion in the comments.